Hey again. So, it's a nice message here left by, that looks funny, let's fix that up. Nice work, man. Can I find the whole programming and level design process on my channel, your channel? Maybe it will help me out of some programming issues. And unfortunately, I did not start streaming from the get-go. Oh dear, I have to start the music over. Okay. Unfortunately, I did not start streaming from the get-go. Because I built this project while learning. This is my test project, so to say. And I just had done so much, and it all works. And I've basically done a lot of things like learning how to, you know, I mean, I've shown how to optimize a little bit, visually speaking. Like I've been doing a lot of, like, you know, checking the frame rate but the game draw time, and all the different ways of analyzing and interpreting the data that Unreal can do. I mean, there's some great tutorials out there. So I've done this whole project from, I guess I can just do a sort of brief overview. The thing is, like, basically, you really have to know what each of these things are. The instance, the mode, the state. So let's start from the beginning of it. I think I did that once, where it's just like you can go from, basically it all starts with the menu. What is it? Menu. So this is what you see when you load up. Visually speaking, I got some cool shit on here, like these, I made these things, these little green things floating around. Those are circular throbbers that I just tweaked. I think that's nifty. And I went for the aesthetic of, I think I need to make this all like smaller, like tuck in the corner. And maybe like, oh, maybe I could like fade, make this like opacity fade somehow into like seeing a map behind it. Because actually what happens is, you know how I go into the map folder to change sometimes? There's main map and menu map. Well, main map is where all the map itself, the game. But menu map is the default. So if we go to project settings, those files I just showed you, yeah, you have to make your own sort of for all the things if you want to do anything custom, which is required for all this. So I have menu game mode is the start one. So you have no pawn when you start. You have your default class is your controller. So everything happens on the same controller anyway. Maybe I could have like a menu player controller versus a main player controller. But so far so good. Game state class, you got main games. Anything I put main in front of it is something that I made. So in the player state is important for multiplayer games because that's where you can store data that gets saved no matter if you change characters or anything, and it's only unique per each player connecting online. So this is where you want, player state is where you want your like permanent player data to go. And you can use that to cast to your save game and stuff. So that's why I go to the player state all the time. Like, I mean, oof. I can just suggest that for every step of the way there's a process. And let's see, main game mode, begin play. This is something I created myself. This is actually all me right here. This is so this is what I was just messing with too. It's the world save game. Create one, set a local variable, say yeah, it's a new one. But if it already exists, just load it, set the variable, and do this stuff. So for the first time, it goes over here. Not on a timer, just once. But the timer's there if I want to. Save the world game. I turned it off for now, so you can see this is not connected because all this stuff is not currently set. These are those variables that I was... See, I actually deleted the variables, these things here, from... For each limited all actors of class, select class C. It's not here. I could do shrubbery, which I've done in-game now. And I could have... compile that. I don't know what's up with this. This is stuff that I unplugged before redoing my item system in general because I don't want to have to redo all this. This is crazy. Here's my AI system when you log out, and in all honesty, I probably don't have to do all of this. I could probably just do like possess. I could probably do it in one node, what I've done and all here, but you know, I'll probably just delete that later on when I get to doing AI properly. It's just there for now. So let's do the menu game mode. You can see that. So that's have to be saved. So let's figure out what's going on with the character first of all, where I was at last. So as we saw in the test, the last time it played, I can just show it again. Let's host a game, show you what's wrong, and then how we're gonna approach fixing it. So let's just do social justice mage here. Let me just double check my vocals. This looks good. Alright. So like having this window open while you're playing totally hogs the system. Like just minimizing it makes a huge difference. You see how it goes down when I'm even holding Alt Tab or something? So just minimize that crap. This is just a tip for editors. You know, this runs a lot smoother when you're just a client and you see other clients. It's smooth as hell. But if you're the server, so that's why I'm gonna make actually the server player be like a different thing. Anyway, so this is what's wrong. Here's our falchion. So it's down there. I can zoom in on it because I have fancy controls. Alright, so we're gonna try picking it up, right? Mirror. Okay, so now what happened is it's inside of us. It's at our location. I'm like, I think I like possessed it or something, but I didn't. I'm moving around. I can't change the camera controls. I can't press F, or I can press F. I can't zoom in and out. I don't know what's up with that. It's making my character invisible. I'm walking around funny. I mean, it's just all sorts of bonkers, right? Something to do with physics and stuff. So let's check it out. This is a step ahead of where I was before. So before I was trying to get the is valid from the item itself. So let's go there. Why all those things need to be saved, who knows. Anyway, what is cool is you notice I was able to play after closing and opening my project, and I didn't have any struct bug issues. Cross my fingers. Hope it happens that way again. I guess I haven't modified my third person blueprint. Anyway, I was able to get past the get valid. Is valid, which means there is an actor there. Ah, see, I just didn't pass. Let's see, get is, okay, no, I don't need to pass that. Self here, because this is the item itself. It's packed, so it's getting the sword, and I believe it was hiding the item properly, so we can just jump to, so set collision, interact sphere. It's the world item, it's saying no collision. Okay. Oh, wait. Because it's picking it up, the self. Static mesh. Getting hidden, but this reference, it's interesting, right? Because that reference is going past through. It is an item reference, but this item itself we're hiding here. Maybe I'd want to think of a different way of doing that. Sorry, checking my chat window over here. We do have a viewer, one or two maybe. Let's see. Thinking. Well, no, because when we do go to the character, I think the problem is my mouse cable here. Sorry, I'm just trying to arrange my desk nicely. Okay. Yeah, no slack on the, got some slack on the cable. Wow. For pickup, okay. So it's spawning the right class, so we're getting a falchion. Spawning at the right place. Collision, let's do, this is probably the problem. Always spawn, ignore collisions. I'm just being a dumb about that. Skipping that entirely. Owner and instigator, pawn responsible. Let's do self on both, no? Pawn? No. So we got controlled pawn here. And go there. Fill in the gaps. Okay, and then could also likewise do the same here. Attach to actor, so target, right hand, left, right, snap to target. So this wasn't happening per se. Probably because It was getting stuck on that step. So let's just see what happens now that I change that one thing. Also, I'm not doing any active saving of my location. If I hit Q and save game, this button, I'll save my location over here. So I'll demonstrate that too, since for whatever. All right, so let's watch. It did disappear from the ground, but it's like still stuck here. It's kind of weird. Let's I bet something's wrong here. I should just... yeah, whatever. This guy. Now we're at 1. 1 is the athletic-looking male Moorish human merchant of the court with russet-colored hair and starry eyes. So, you know, that's cool. Alright, whatever. Again, ignore the kind of frame rate shopping. I think it has something to do with variables of what... I think it's doing, like, rapid motion blends for some reason between different states and lag. Or it's the motion smoothment replication thing. Not sure, but anyway. It's like... why did it move my camera? It's the weirdest thing. Really? Okay, so we're getting stuck on 4 here even. Let's just even break that. So if you watch some of my older videos, I had this working before, but with structs. So I could just go in there and... I should just look at my other project and just do it right. Hey, wait a second, so... slightly better. Not attached to me. It spawned there. It's like probably just because the object itself has collision enabled. So let's just say... there we go, let's try that one. I probably don't need this. I can do it again if I need to. Okay, let's try one of those. So that's the thing. Sometimes I don't want to do it the old way I did it because, you know, you always learn, you always improve. So don't want to just copy and paste old crap. Let's make it smarter, newer, better. All right, so let's do a different character. Let's do 2. What's 2? 2 is the... these are things I made through all my various tests. So beautiful looking female mirror elf. Mirror elf. With white colored hair, white and owl eyes. What is this? Alright, anyway. Let's see if this shit works now. Oh, okay, I can move around. It's like there, which is weird as hell. So at least it's not... it's weird it's not changing that. Can I get the other one? Alright, now I've got 2 swords. They're both on me. If I go for the third one, it also worked. That's weird. Okay, so I guess I'm not... setting, yeah, right hand actor, left hand actor to be item. So that's kind of weird. Let's see. I still have my old project open? No, this is it. Okay. Is valid. It's not valid. Item reference. Let's just put a variable on here called name, because we're going to need one anyway eventually. Text name. And compiles. Save. Player controller is good. Right hand actor, left hand actor. They're both items. Okay, cool. So we will set it to be that, and we will. I think we should be good. Basically, now that item's name default variable is none. Okay, then I can go on the Falchion. Like, what the where's this name variable now? Like, these are here. What to put this? No. Like, I have these other variables on here. Just like I made them before. Category replication. These show up. Oh, now it's up there. Okay. So we'll make this instead of this. We'll say convert these back to pure gets, and we'll do a branch again, and we'll say get name equals none. Then you can pick up the right hand. If not, then does the left hand equal none? So you can pick up there, and you want it to be this. So basically saying if it is the right hand, then it'll be yes. If it's not false, then it'll be no. So it'll go from there. And then lastly, nothing at all, your hands are full. Okay. Let's just check it out. Let's see what 3 looks like. 3 is the average-looking male gothic human nomad of the court with black-colored hair and ordinary eyes. I didn't really modify him much. Okay. So. Error here. Okay. Should access none. Okay. Access none. Is it not getting set now? Where's the another Falchion? Oh, still access none. Okay. So it's still not getting set at all. That's why the get valid was happening, because it's always going to the right hand, because it's not valid for some reason. So blueprint activate as Falchion 552. $12.99. Falchion. Yeah. Engine 4 1299. Pending kill. Oh. Okay, let me see. Like this. What? Oh. Not even a class default object. Still can't do it. Thanks for the class default object. Let me look that up. Ah. I'm really like busted here. Alright, let me just go back to my old. Let's see, one of these, right? Two of these open at the same time. See how I used to do it. And amalgamate from there. Oh. Yeah, you don't want to attach it to the... Wait. No, here. Parent actor, get controlled pawn. Okay, wait. I already have a third person. Cast to. So what did I do here? Cast a third person from controlled pawn. Yeah, and get the mesh and attach to that. So let's try that. There we go. Paired actor. Attach to. There we go. This is the one. That's what's happening. Target would be this. Get interact sphere. What? No. So we have to get the static mesh from here as well. Okay. Okay. Now this might do something different. So let's do this. Just. Nobody watching. Such is life. Oops, this has to go. This can share this. Alright, let's just test that out. Four has not been taken yet. Whatever. Let's get an ogre or something. Let's make him cool. Hey! Alright. It didn't adjust the hand socket correctly, and crap, it didn't go to the left hand. I think I have two swords there now. But we're getting closer. We are getting closer to perfection. Haha. What's up with his hair? Does it look weird to you? Of course. It's made in Make Human. Of course it looks weird. Alright, so... it's just like... What? What did I miss? Hand actor. An actor reference. Why don't we change this to an item reference instead? That's probably why. Oof. Good thing I had that node there. So And then, why is it, yes, right hand actor, left hand actor, this item. Don't think I need that anyway. But, from earlier. So I'm not setting the name, but shouldn't the name come with it? So it starts as like none. Let's just try now that I turned off the public editable thing. Like, I don't know, maybe that affected it. I think it is adjusting the hand socket, but I have to fix my falchion to adjust the center position. Yeah, as I think that's where it's supposed to go. Or maybe it was actually, go on the old one here, right? Attach component, custom players I save, inventory, adjust right hand sockets by race. Let's go up here. Alright, that was just this. Let's go to the item on here. This is my old copy of the project. Doesn't technically work. I mean, it might actually technically work. Oh yeah, we can see what it used to look like when it did work properly. Real quick. It's gonna be running off the hard drive though, this might be a bad idea. I know it always takes a while to load the first time, but off the hard drive too, it's probably gonna take a while. That's just time. If it does work, I might just do it. What's up, Marshall McBride? Showing how it used to work in the project that I have. You know, this is a backup project, and I've deleted the way it used to work because I was using structures and I wanted to just replace them with a actor reference or blueprint reference, just the item blueprint, instead of like a structure contained on item blueprint. But I could probably just, if the thing is, I had a bunch of menus, I deleted all this stuff to clear out bugs, and it didn't clear the bugs. I would have to clear out even more to really clear out the bugs. But still, instead of copying and pasting a whole bunch of code, I don't know, whatever. I'm just pushing along. Rebuilding, and rebuilding is re-knowing. Huh? What do you think about that? Alright, let me just close this one, maybe. Oh, this one's running. Can I just do one of these? That was a mistake. Maybe I can just save the other project. Save everything. This is still working fine, dandy. Okay, so I could just close everything. A biggie. I could just crash this. There we go. Alright. So where do I want to approach this from? Just look at my old project. Yeah, because I want to see where the falchion item source is. And maybe I moved the static mesh, the scene component or something. I think that's how I adjusted it. Because I think it is getting adjusted, but it's like I had come up with a clever way to make sure that all different items get adjusted. As long as you adjust the item to a certain place on the scene location. I think I wanted to make it basically so 0, 0 is like where you want it, the handle to be. So you just have to move any static mesh to go there on a blueprint, and it should. But I'm looking at the old version of the game here to check what it looked like, and I had pressed play because it is on an external hard drive, and trying to test play off of an external hard drive is just dumb, so that's why it froze. So anyway, here we are. Let's look at it. Ah, location 140. Oh, that's the interact sphere only. Falchion self. Maybe it's the hand model. Yeah, it's the hand model. Here we go. Alright. There we go. Minus 29. I knew it. There it is. Alright. Because, actually, oh, that's interesting. Yeah. Yep. See, I made it so that 0, 0 is where the hand should hold it. So let's close this. Let's go to the current version, and I'll probably just make it minus 29. It should work. Oh, thank you so much. That's me on drums. Yeah, this guy playing bass is like one of the few, I'd say one of 2 people. There's this other dude, Ryan Thomas. This guy's Jonah Littmanstern, that really hold it down and keep it up. You know, keep up with me. I hate to say that because it sounds obnoxious, but if someone can't hear what you're playing and they play along to you, it just throws it all off, you know? So it's pretty sick that we can get down and I can just do whatever I want on the drums and he's like with it. So shout out to Jonah and Ryan. It'd be tight to get you guys. They're together on a specific album we recorded, which I could just play after this jam if I'm still on. Let me just do that actually, because that's pretty chill. This is some of my best drumming though, but this is just drumming. So let's go to right after that track. I think that was the last track of this jam too. Yeah, perfect. Okay, so turn that off, and we'll go to. So we recorded 3 albums on this day: Fat Cats on a Little Boat, Mothership Space Engine, and Tell Me When, with various people. But this one is just the 2 of them, and it's quite legit. So Jonah on bass and Ryan on guitar. Okay, and me on drums. So let's go to the blueprint of the item, the falchion, and we can just go look at it here. You can see in the viewport. Yep, see? So take this. Oh. Oh, that's bullshit. That's why I had to make a separate actor for that. I think I can work with that. Sort of. But yeah. I don't want to put a I guess I could put a variable on here to say how much, like... Like how much to offset it by, and then do an offset. So I can just add a variable onto it called offset. Called a transform, right? Just a vector. Right. Yeah, here we go. Minus 29. Let's do minus 29. Alright, so then we can do... Just checking the headphones. Oh yeah. Well, it's good to make sure you know how you sound. Alright. What? Oh. So I put it on the parent class, and it should show up. Oh yeah, 3 peeps can hold down. It's tight. Right, so don't get lost in the music. Hand offset, there it is. Don't even have to cast nothing. Alright, so then just I think I'm still having the trouble of it not registering the name, though, or whatever. So let's just... Okay, let's see if that does the hands. It's awesome to be asked about that. Shit, what's wrong with the... Oh, shit. Does it have everything on? Ah, Jesus Christ. Okay, whatever. Let me fix this real quick. What did I do? I didn't change anything here. I hope it's not broked. So this is what I did before. Just... There's like a circular logic thing, or the game works, but the editor gets confused sometimes. I just did an export with this bug happening, and I managed to package it, and the bug is not, like, doesn't cause any problems with the game itself. It's just an editor, like, variable thing. I'll get to the bottom of it someday, or maybe they'll finish fixing their engine instead of improving it. So save, and let's close that. Alright. Chill. Yeah. Okay, the game works, yeah. Yes, let's test it. Alright, here we go. Load it up. Let that grass pop in. Ah, I didn't do it. I think I know what's happening. Because it's, Oh, I know another thing. Hold on. It's pending kill because it's destroyed. Oh yeah, okay, I totally get what's happening. First of all, important thing I forgot to do is to set those falchions to be world items. Oop, kitty. Startled the kitty. So let's get all those falchions and set. So to make that is what I have to make editable. This is an example of something you want editable. see. So now, let's see, world item. Whether or not this item is placed in the original map or added by a player. Sorry for the headphones. There you go. So those get this. Let's also do. What's up with the shrubbery? Something's up with shrubbery. It's not like these things don't have like. Oh, the interact sphere is like next to nothing. That's why. Let's go to the. Yeah, it's like. Ah. It's pretty big too. We'll just make it actually on the. Okay. It's interesting that they're not getting picked up by the interact thing. They're getting picked by this. They get all in the area one. Weird. The swords work. Anyway. Ah! Alright. Minor improvement has been made. The is world item bit has saved the day because the item is actually saving. Reference is being. The item reference is actually the invisible object now that I've picked up, so that's not really the way we want it to work, but at least you can see how it sort of would work. Ooh, man, the logic here. I hate having to redo shit that I had done before. I bet there's a project I could go back to from before I deleted it. But I think I just. Alright, let me just go to the item thing. So this thing, or pick up this item, self, multicast hide item, 2x for no collision. Now let's do get class defaults. No. So what's happening is you're picking up a reference to this object on the ground itself, and if it's a player dropped item, what happens is it just gets destroyed when you pick it up, and then that reference is gone. So we want it. So when you pick it up on the controller, It's in the, I was thinking about that. Maybe I should just spend some more time. Right here. Oh, wait. No, that's not there. It's the... What do they call it? Is it even on here? I guess... Divinity... What is it called? Infinity Blade. Okay, so it's on the marketplace? No. I think maybe. Yeah, marketplace. Look for this. It's Grasslands. That's the one that has the castles and stuff. Here. It's free. You're allowed to use this. It actually works well on mobile, so this is perfect for MMOs, because the assets are cheap, dynamic cost-wise. It's for mobile. You can make a mobile game like this with this stuff. Anyway, I should probably eat something. I feel like kind of dismayed that I deleted the whole menu interaction system thing, because it would have worked if I just replaced those structs instead. So I might look into opening up my old project and seeing what was wrong with it, fixing it again, and adding whatever was added to it since then. So this is where I started removing structs. Let's go back to... This is 4.14. Let's open this one up. This is why you always make a backup. And yeah, it's actually fun. It's good to be able to answer questions and know that people want to come here to find stuff out. It's good stuff. So what have I added since doing this? Probably like the first person camera mode cleanup. I can copy that over easily enough. The map, the forest stuff is super easy to do. I was just like, that was just mostly playing. What have I added, really, since... I wonder if the map looks the same. I don't really think I've added much. I've just been struggling with inventory for weeks. So, let me look at this. This is Jonah on the synth, by the way. It's pretty cool. Oh, good. It has all that. Okay. Nice, has the colors. That's good. There's the forest and the trees. And of course I'm running off the hard drive, so compiling shaders currently too. Just give it a minute. So, I mean, I could recreate that mausoleum or whatever. That was like just jerking. I could actually probably copy and paste it from that project into this project. But, let's see. This has both force. Does it have the fixed force? No, the forest fixing is easy. I know how to do that. It has all the random models I had thrown down here. Alright. It has my... Okay, yeah, it has my beachification. I want to change that to sand, but otherwise... It does have the little fixes here. What was it? There was a weird guy out here. Yeah, this one. Oh, so I have to adjust that. That's easy enough. Those fixes to the forest. Yeah, so I might just... Yet again! Let me see, let's go into the... So just taking the item info stuff and converting all that stuff. Rather than rebuilding from scratch, I'm going to remove the variables, the structs, and rebuild from broken, I think. So this, I mean, because I have a whole... Actually, I mean, for fuck's sake, the structures still worked. It still has the same bug. I didn't really fix anything by removing all of this. Oh, I also did some stuff to fix packaging the game. It's easy enough. So I just recently made a backup of where I'm at anyway, so... So let's just... Best in-depth YouTuber for these kinds of tutorials because you always answer our questions. Wow, cool. Hope you don't mind if I, whatever. I don't have to save that, but I mean, I want to save that. Let's save that real quick. It's the you're welcome. There we go. Sorry for my glotaholicism and my crappy MS Paint skills. Here goes the music. It's gonna drop out. Watch out! The music's gonna drop out. There it goes. There it goes. Okay. Praise. Okay. Anyway. Thanks. That kind of shit's cool. I'm coming with my like. Oh. Much like that like. So we will delete. Delete, delete, delete. So just copied it, so we have TF, okay. To make room. Because I just copied this. Yeah, it's fine. So I have my backup in case. Always have a backup of your alternate path, of your forward path, of your left path, of your right path. You know? Just like the universe. Save a copy of everything. Yeah. Sorry. Post-fix pre-upgrade? No, it's not. Yeah, let's do this one. Alright, so I'll be right back while this copies. Oops. cables. These headset things are weird, huh? The microphone jacks. Always had to be careful with those. The rest of the headphone works fine, but the jack? It's always the jack. This is all like the past year, basically. That's kind of weird. Huh. That's really weird. Man, it sucks doing something like a whole big load of work and then thinking, how do I do this all again? So learning how to do stuff is basically that. So once you've learned something, it's like you no longer want to do it. But if you learn by doing, it's done. So I'm going back to what I had, and this okay, yeah. So I'll have to do that again to rename a folder. Okay, now it's on the main hard drive. Let's see how this one works. I'll hit play, and we can see all the full features and my funky forced that. I mean, like that's the thing. I haven't done that much stuff to fix the work involved in changing rather than rebuilding is less, even with the superficial changes I've made since then. And I don't really think there's many. I think I just have to get that good first-person camera thing. So let's just play it. Probably also, I have to add the dodge things. That's easy. Oh, maybe fix the turning replications. I did fuss with that a good bit. Easy enough to, still easier to copy pasta those things rather than all of this. And what am I gonna do? I'm gonna, like, just keep the structs, maybe? So the problem I ran into eventually was that, let me just, Oh, and the walking animation. What was it? I wanted to give it this one a different one. No, I think this is good. It's the right one. It's just a Formorian right now. Oh no, maybe, I don't know. I'll compare. Superficial changes though, compared to, do I have a falchion on here? There's a shrubbery. There you go. Shrubbery in my right hand, shrubbery in my left hand. I have an inventory panel. Shrubbery, left hand, put away in my backpack. Left hand, put away in my backpack. Shrubbery get. This is all stuff I made myself too. It's just like completely, I just so fucking one thing after another did that I don't think I can just so quickly and easily redo it without all of the thought processing that went into figuring it out. So I think the problem I eventually ran into was that, let's see, the skeletal meshes I actually did come up with a fix for. I think I just wanted to change it because of the structure bugs I was having, and I figured, oh, it's because of all this, let me redo it from scratch so that it'll work. But I don't have to, because I'm not, even after taking it out, it didn't remove the problem. So right, why deal with that half measure? This is pretty cool that I could get up there. Anyway, I can drop it too, but it just falls through the world. So let's see. What's the error here? Oh, because of that, right. Just happened one time because of the leggings thing. Doesn't have a hand actor model. Yeah. God, the whole thing is very dense, you know. I think I probably have more fun just level designing. But anyway. I think it's a bit of a dead-end day. I'll stream again soon. It's always back to square one with me. But you can see sort of what I had going on here. So my interactable, same dealie. However, items would be the stuff I did. I'm going to change this. Well, I guess I'm going to keep the item info stuff because it worked. Yeah, just keep working with it. Jeez, a subscription? That's uncalled for. Oh, nice name. I wonder if they saw my other video. Let me just pimp out some of my, nobody's watching? What is this? How did you subscribe? I guess somebody that watched my video probably.
Same times of Berlin Wall fell, like the fall of the USSR, the same period basically Yugoslavia fell apart as well. The way communism worked here was way better than the way it worked in, let's say, Soviet countries or China, like, you know. And people today, like, let's say my grandparents' parents, are like, it's all talking about the way life used to be way better when, not communism, but it was somewhat of a socialist doctrine. You know, the Yugoslavian, yeah, everyone could travel, everyone could go
anyway,
and see the world.
Like
everyone was earning enough
from
so
my
they
movie.
could have a comfortable life. You know?
Yeah, it was comfortable.
They tried to integrate capitalism into the communist lifestyle. We're a transition state for like 20 years, and they still consider us to a certain extent like we're still transitioning from that communist socialist lifestyle to capitalism. But I mean, as you can see, it's right now it's in full swing. I mean, you saw the city, you walked around the city, right? You saw the Yugoslavian concrete buildings, and now they're just covering those up as well. Like they're putting columns right in front of them, and like basically they're plaster columns, not even marble. You know, like not even real marble.
How much did this all cost?
I mean, I have no idea. Like I think it was somewhere in the billions of euros, like
Billions?
yeah, 2 or 3 billion euros. The government is saying that it costs a certain amount of money to build this statue, to build this building, you know, to build the archaeological museum like right next to you, or let's say the secret police building right there. And it's like only normally it's like it would actually cost 40% or like 50% of that amount, and the rest just goes into someone's pockets. Or it's called Skopje 2014, the entire project. There's like an internet page like Skopje Uncovered or something. It says the exact number of statues, the exact number of buildings they've built in the last 4 or 5 years since the project started. Before that, there was a huge square right here. You could just look at see the opera house, and you could see the fort I mean, right now you can see it, but
Yeah.
the fort that was right behind these buildings. It's still there, but no tourists want to see that.
I think what I started getting messed up is when I started having weapon info and armor info.
Really beautiful architectural
I think I said I just put all of the
you just see
infos
plastic columns
on
standing right there.
the
image they're
info
getting is,
itself.
like, everyone's making
let's
fun
see.
of us right now. Like if you look at forums or online or internet or tourists even visiting, everyone, like the first question they ask is, why do you have so many statues? And they're just using it to cover up like real history, like the Stone
Alright.
Bridge where we walked earlier.
See?
You see, it's like so bad because you're destroying what you had before. Like
Tiny
the
little
beauty you
swords
had,
on
the
a giant
originality
man.
you have of it, and now you're just building some generic shit, literally stealing ideas out of every capital of Europe. I mean, the fucking Greek muses. Why would we need the Greek muses slapped in the middle of the city, like standing right there? And they're gonna build a fucking London Eye. It's shoddy work. I mean, they say it's Italian bronze or Italian sculptures and whatever, but like literally, there's no beauty in them, no soul in their eyes. They put a map, they just grab several stones and they threw it on the map, and this is where this is gonna be. This is where this is gonna be. Horrible. I mean, it's so blatant. You can see that it's fake. I remember you saw the big statue of the guy on a horse. The architect got a 1.2 million euros for that, for designing it.
Just designing it?
I mean, I get it. It's like a piece of art and everything.
So I could tell him to close his hands when you pick up an item
you could
too.
feed, what,
Running into problems is where you get
families
dismayed,
with that
but
I mean, the whole thing is
you know,
just
I might as
fucking
well.
farce. There's nothing left to say about it.
keep this. So did I change anything? I just basically just added them. Anyway, you can see how it was supposed to work, how it does work, and why I don't want to bother redoing it all. Oh, I just closed the whole thing. Whatever. It's because there's a lot of pages of code that I'd run into that, so it's better to fix rather than... And actually, I'm not even going to fix it. I'm just going to try and repackage this version of the game and see where it takes me, you know? So anyway, I've been at it for a couple hours again, and when you get to this point, it's best to just relax and try again tomorrow, knowing that I'm at this point. I think it'd be pretty cool. Let's see if I can get it to work. So, peace you later. Check out my movie Engrams. This is a snippet from it that I deleted extended scene because it was too documentary style for my colleagues. But it's my film, bitches. Anyway, just kidding. The company that I ended up signing with was like, yeah, post it online. Well, they didn't know what it was. I was like, can I post a deleted scene? They're like, I have no problem. Anyway, I'm not trying to quote anybody or nothing, but relax, it's just coffee. Alright, take it easy. Thanks for watching. Peace.